Hello, once again, my Final Stand viewers. I am back, featuring Squeaky Chair. And today, I have my Android level 1200 video. And I guess my duo strategy that I do with myself and myself. I'm basically just carrying one of my slots and getting an XP. That's the whole duo, basically. I use yellows at least though for my Android, so it can actually live a little bit better. But other than that, yeah, my Saiyan is just kind of there. But it does kind of do a little bit. But yeah, this strategy is even for a level 1200 Android or 1199 here. It's not fast by any means because it's basically just my solo damage with my Saiyan just kind of existing. This is not meant for speed. This is quite literally just so that I can get my Saiyan XP. And for the people who just say to do squads, well, they're just not that reliable for me. However, it's fast enough to the point where I don't lose my mind trying to do it. So that, and I actually can do it, so might as well. It's a little choppy for my liking, but because Broly can be still quite unpredictable. And this is the first time I've made a video on, like, Broly since the Red Beans actually got completely destroyed. Yeah, I mean, Reds are gone, at least as a viable strategy, but, I mean, jumping doesn't exist anymore, at least to the same degree, because Reds aren't 90,000 damage anymore. Now you just have fusion stacking for that. But, yeah, I sped up the footage here, so I just use a Racer Cannon on my Saiyan so it doesn't disconnect, pretty much. And whenever I get thrown around by Broly on my Android, I use a charged Eraser Cannon just to get a little bit of damage in. So, yeah, I mean, my Brolys, I would say, probably take about twice as long now that Reds are gone. I would say a solo Broly takes me about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And by the time, if I was max level and max stats, it'd probably be like a minute and a half. Which is still, I mean, for solo, that's great. But for non-solo, it's whatever. And Broly's about to take a G here. And that's, I mean, obviously the footage is sped up because I don't really feel like showing the full strategy with just that. Here is, though, my solo Android, one Broly before he levels up to 1200. And this is with current now happenings. In other words, Broly is as OP as ever. At least in the tank department if you're solo. His damage, though, is actually pretty tiny. Snake really made his damage almost nothing. At least for my Android. For my Saiyan, he's still a little dangerous, but my Saiyan used to be like a 3-hit to Broly, and now he's like an 8-hit. So, I mean, take anything you can get. Broly still, like I said, takes about a solid 2 minutes plus to kill, solo at least, which honestly is not that bad considering you are just using a single red. Just practically your raw damage going into Broly's esophagus. Which, I mean, here we go. I do that just so I can get to God quicker. Because just doing it with that extra damage boost actually does help a little bit. At least it's noticeable. It's crazy to think, though, that even soloing with a level 1200 on prestige Android still takes half a century to complete Broly. However, it seems like level 600 struggle immensely with Broly now. It takes like 4+ minutes, and it's like I couldn't even imagine doing that. So I guess I'm one of the more privileged ones at this point. I honestly don't even know if key damage or melee is better now because it seems like key damage doesn't do much to Broly either. At least if you're soloing. If you're duoing or trioing, of course, the key damage is going to be more than enough with a few Planet Crushers to end Broly in 12 seconds, probably. Since you're only using one red, it doesn't take long to really charge up the group damage. If you have like 5 people, Broly's going to take like 2 milliseconds, and then he's just going to explode instantly. 1 Planet Crusher per form. However, I don't have that ability, at least not right now, so I'm just going to use my punches to slowly melt away at Broly's health, which is, at least for this scenario, quite a bit. However, I mean, I'm still satisfied with this Android. Obviously, it's considerably stronger than the previous progress video I made on it. So, I'm happy. As for future progress on this Android, it's doubtful. But I guess we'll see. I was going to make a new Android, with a full max Reborn potential, which is level 2000 basically, and get even more stats for my level, but I don't know what I'm going to do because I really don't want to prestige this thing. And yep, that's the Broly right there. 1200 level. Yeah. This is the part of the video where I simply show my stats. And might I say, they are quite high now. Obviously, this is nothing compared to a level 2000 prestige glitch android rebirth hybrid, but I can still eat a couple planet crushers if need be. And yeah, it's quite tanky. Now, the melee damage, key damage is still more intimidating. There's no doubt about that. But there's nothing quite like hitting a person with 10 trillion melee damage and seeing their health just get eaten away with a few punches. That will never get old to me. That and melee androids are, quite honestly, the best thing you could have in this game, because it's going to be a lot harder to jump a melee android because they can just absorb all of your stuff, and you can't absorb all of their stuff if you're a key android. All I really mean there is that melee androids, you can't absorb their punches. So that is it. My android is now level 1200. It is quite the beauty to be seen. And that's about it for now. So I hope this is a good anime arc progress update. This is episode 3 of the saga. And thank you for watching.